Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for logging on and joining me today for another fantastic day of food. Thank you so much for all of my comments on my other video. You guys are so amazing, so thank you so much. And if you would like to see more of these, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also comment down below because that lets me know that you still love them. But today is going to be another great one and it involves roast chicken for tea. And honestly, roast chicken is one of my favourite things to cook and both eat. So I'm very excited about that. Haven't decided what I'm going to have it with, whether it's going to be rice or chips or veggies or pita. Not sure, but I'm very excited about it. But I've already had my breakfast this morning, which is, you know, bog standard. I had fruit and coffee. It wasn't anything too exciting. I think I had a plum and a coffee, which is lovely. I love mixing up my fruit at different times of year. One can get bored with the banana, although I do love my bananas, but yeah. But I hope you all enjoy it. Don't forget to like it if you do and comment. And also I will link anything that I'm wearing down below, clothing wise, in case it should interest you. This shirt is so nice and airy and comfortable. I love it. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it and yeah, let's get cooking. So for lunch today, I decided to have a look what treasures I had in the freezer so I could defrost it, and I found one of my homemade burgers. Honestly guys, these are so delicious. I will link the what I eat in a day where I made these. You can see the ingredients and how I prepare them above so you guys can go and check it out. But very excited, so I'm going to defrost this in the microwave. I'll show you what I'm going to have it with. But honestly guys, these burgers are so delicious. They're so good for you and they taste amazing. Honestly, I would never buy boxed burgers because they're just so good and they're so easy to make. So make sure you do go and check out that video if you do want to see how. So my burger is defrosted and I'm just going to pop it in a little Pyrex and pop it in the oven. I feel like that is going to be the best way to cook it because then I don't have to add any oil or anything like that. So I'm just going to pop that in and it should only take 20 minutes or so, maybe a bit less. And to go with it, I'm going to have some classics. So I have these brioche buns. These brioche buns are from Aldi and they're 6 points each. So I'm going to have one of those. To have 10 grams of cheese. This is the mature lighter cheddar that I use that I get from Aldi. We have 10 grams of that, which is 1 point. So 7 so far, and I'm going to mark my burger as 2 points because I know exactly what's gone into them. So 7 plus 2, 9. It's a bit of a hefty one for me. Normally I don't really have a 9-point lunch, but you know what, I've got the points, I'm gonna do it. So that's what I'm having, and to go alongside it, I do not think any burger is complete without making one's own burger sauce, and this is a good one guys, so I'll show you how I make it. So as I've mentioned before, I don't really track sauces, my sugar, only because I'm maintaining. Feel free to do that, but I'm just gonna put a squirt, and I don't even think that constitutes as a point if you did weigh it out, because it's nowhere near a tablespoon. It's probably about half a tablespoon. And then I'm going to mix that ketchup with a teeny bit, not too much at all. I literally just dip my spoon in and take it out of English mustard. Just having this for my evening meal, I would kind of go all out and I would grill a bit of bacon, fry some onion off, and I'd toast my buns and things like that. But because it's a quick lunch, I'm just gonna do the basics, or the bare basics. So I'm gonna pop some of that burger sauce on each side of the bap, or the roll, or the muffin, whatever you want to call it. Of course, as I mentioned, I'm also going to weigh out 10 grams of this cheese, which I think I'm pretty much becoming an expert at by now, of just cutting it. So I'm just gonna get my scales on, and 10 grams equates to 1 point. Like literally, it's not that much at all. That's it. So the burger's out of the oven, and I put the cheese on it in the oven so it could melt. So that's looking amazing. I'm really looking forward to eating it, and that's pretty much it guys. So all you would do is you can put a bit of salad on if you want, but I'm just gonna literally eat it like this. Pretty much it. I'm really excited to eat it, and that is 9 points for this lovely homemade burger. So the kids are back from school and it's come to that point where I'm going to have my afternoon coffee, but before I do, I just wanted to show you the plan for dinner. And I'm going to marinate and roast a chicken, and alongside it I'm going to have some roasted broccoli with parmesan. It's going to be so delicious and nice and light for a warmer evening. So yeah, let me show you what you're going to need. Alright, so the plan is to roast this chicken here, which I get from Aldi. So I'm going to transfer that in a moment from the packaging into my dish, and I will marinate it in the dish. And speaking of marinade, I have a spice blend here. There are loads of different herbs and spices in here. I will link it in the description box down below so you guys can get to grips with what it actually is. But I'm going to combine this with this butter and make a rub. I just really like a moist chicken. I feel like butter is a really nice way to get it nice and moist. I'm going to put in the juice of this lemon and then I'll cut it in half rather, and put both sides inside the chicken itself, so as it roasts it releases that really lovely lemon flavour. And to go alongside it for accompaniments, obviously all of these are going to be 0 points because they are fruit and veg. So I have some tomatoes here on the vine, which I think will be really lovely. I have some tender stem broccoli, a red onion, and all of that is going to be topped with some parmesan and roasted in the oven, and I think it's going to be delicious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the marinade on the chicken first and foremost, get that in the oven because it's going to take a couple of hours to roast, and then I will get on with making my accompaniments. I'm going to drizzle a little more olive oil so that they can roast really nicely, along with a generous bit of salt, half the amount of pepper, a squirt of lemon juice, and finally I'm going to grate 2 cloves of garlic. I'll put this in the oven about 15 minutes before the chicken finishes, and it'll just become really tender and roast in the lemon juice, the garlic, salt and pepper, and it'll taste perfect. So the chicken's in the oven and it's now time for me to have my afternoon coffee. I'm gonna go for decaf because I don't know, I feel like having caffeine this late in the day, best idea. So I'm gonna have a Nescafe decaf. This is the one I use. I really like it. It's really smooth. It tastes really, really good. So I'm gonna have a cup of that. And snack-wise, like I'm not too sure. I'm not really that hungry, so I just might have a little bit of fruit. I might have another peach because I've been really enjoying them, or perhaps a plum. I did have one for my breakfast, but I just really like them and they go off really quickly, so I feel like I definitely need to finish them off. Took the tin foil off the chicken and it's got another 20 minutes left, and that's just going to let it brown nicely without the tin foil. So I'm just going to sprinkle parmesan on my vegetables. I think this will be really nice, and then I'll reserve a little bit on the side for on the top, just to garnish, to finish. So I'm just going to put a real light scattering. guys, we've just finished dinner, and I know I always say this, but it was absolutely delicious. That roasted veg with the vine tomatoes and the broccoli with the garlic and parmesan was honestly one of the best things I've ever tasted in a long time. That would be so amazing with like a cut of steak. It was just delicious. I cannot recommend it enough. I'll put the recipe down below for you guys because I feel like you have to try it. I'm sorry, I've got a red nose today. I don't really know what that's about. I've just been wiping it, but yeah. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Dinner was like 7 points because I literally only had to point the parmesan and the chicken, which is crazy. So 7 points for dinner, which means I have a hefty, I think 12 or 13 to carry over. So what I've decided to do is have a little bit of a treat in the form of a pack of these mix-ups by Milky Bar. These are delicious, my guilty pleasure. I'm gonna sit and enjoy every single last one. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a like if you did, and subscribe if you're new to see more What I Eat in a Day from me. And also comment down below because it does let me know that you guys do want to continue for me to film these. You guys want to continue watching them. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have the best day, and I will see you in my next video.